Hey guys, welcome back to Lowry's Garage. Please like, subscribe, share. What we got here today is it's time for us to take this front nose of the stub of this frame off. We can't use it. The core support would land right in the middle of the steering box. You know, I don't want to cut up the steering of the grill on it. So we're going to be cutting it off and grafting in the original stub, the original nose, the original frame. Here's what I've done so far. I went up against the bowl here, marked it, did the same thing on this side, put a straight edge across, got a nice straight line from side to side. Then we took square, again, marked square it down. Now we'll be cutting this off. We'll lose the manual steering box, the tie rod, or the drag link, the pitman arm, and what I've done is I've ordered a Pinto rack and pinion. Now they sell a kit to do this, to put a rack and pinion kit on an S10. It's a drag racers thing, lighten it up. But they want 750 bucks for it. What I've done is I bought a 71 Pinto rack and pinion. I give $160 for it. With the kit you get the U-joints and the rod to go back to your steering column. You get two little mount tabs and a couple of adjustable collars to tie in the Pinto inner tie rod links to the outer tie rod links off an S10. I can't see that that's worth, you know, another $50 or $600. So I'll buy the parts I need separately. I'll build the mounts that I need. You know, that's just me. I'm a little bit cheap, and I didn't want to spend the money. The other thing, guys, is if you're subscribed to this channel, or if you're just somebody who happened to click on it and come by us, like and subscribe. And please try to watch the videos all the way through. YouTube algorithm, the way it's set up, if you guys like, if you comment, if you watch the video all the way through, then they go, well, this guy's putting out content that's interesting, so we'll show it to more people, and that's how the channels grow. And I'm not saying the channel hasn't grown. It's, you know, I'm getting new subscribers all the time. It's just growing slowly, and I'd like to see it step up and grow a little faster. Anyway, we're going to get this cut off, get these tie rods off, get the sway bar links cut, and get this frame cut off. We'll get the fenders hung and the grill work hung up, and we'll start getting some measurements for the where I need to cut this stub at how long. When we cut this off, we'll plate right here, and then we'll be putting this up here at the right height, right in, adjust it in square, and weld it to here, and then we'll box it in and make it look nice. Well, I need to get with it. I'll start getting working, and we'll touch base as we go. It'll take a little cutting, a little modifying, but that's the job. And we'll get her done. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for the night. Be back in about 2 seconds. Alright guys, it's the next day. I've went ahead and made the plates, cut the templates out, made the plates, and capped the end of this frame. The reason we capped it is now we're going to put the front clip, the front fenders, and we're going to put the core support, which is also the grille, in. That will let us know how much of this frame here we're going to need to attach to here and come on out. And once we get it, know where it's going to be and how long it needs to be, then we'll come back in and we'll make it, attach it correctly, make, box it in good, make it look nice. First thing though is find out what it's got to be. So I got to get the fenders put on, get them bolted on good, then get the grill shell on, get it square, the whole front end square where it needs to be. Then we can put this up under it, get measurements, see how much is cut off of it. Well, I got to get the fenders on. Now a big part of this is trimming and notching to get these fenders to clear this front suspension. It's not hard to do, just time consuming. Now I've cut on this fender some already, and by no means let's leave the last cut. It's better to take a little at a time than too much all at once. Alright guys, it's the next day and we got the grill in it. We got the hood setting on it. We cannot put the frame section in until we know exactly where this the grill needs to set side to side. The only way we're going to know that is to align the hood. Now we've got a nice gap on the hood that's uniform all the way across, but this hood kind of bellies out here and pretty bad over here. But you know, it's a 75-year-old hood, been thrown around, beat around. Kind of go to expect something to be a little warped when it's 75 years old. What I'm going to do is I need to get a ratchet strap out of the truck real quick. We're going to wrap around it. We're going to pull the sides in with the ratchet strap, that way I don't damage it much. Try to get them looking good. And get this grill lined up so we know what kind of measurements to get on that frame, so we can start getting the frame cut off, ground off, tacked in, and then we'll box it in. You know, all this will have to come, we'll get it tacked in where it can't move, and then we'll have to take all this back off and weld the frame up. The rack and pinion should be here tomorrow for this, so that'll be on the next coming video. Hopefully I'll have to gather parts. Some I'll have to order, some I'll have to make. All right, well, I'm gonna get on this. Alright guys, I think we're going to call this a video. What I got done, the front end's on, squared, nice. We got this front stub frame cut off. You can see where it's going to land. I'm going to have to tack it in, take the front clip off, then box this in, trim this off to make it fit right. And then we'll work on getting the rack and pinion under it. I hate ending a video before I get something done, but we have got something done. This is the first time since my dad bought this 17 years ago that's actually had the hood mounted properly. The front clip is mounted. Oh, and if one of you guys watching this has a front balance panel for a 48, which the front balance panel goes from here out to the bumper. If you have one for a 48 Jeepster, 48 pickup, 48 wagon, drop me a message. I'd be more than happy to buy one from you. I can buy a new one, but I don't want to put a new part on this thing. I like to put something that's from the same era, just because, you know, just because. I don't care what color it is, none of that matters. I don't care if it's got rust in it. I just want one to put on here. I do have the one for the rear, but I'm probably not going to use it. I'm not crazy myself about the spare tire mount, so we'll probably take it off. Oh, what we did get, a buddy of mine come up with a roll bar from a CJ7. I would have to cut it down to make it the right height. Tell me what you guys think. Do I want to cut the roll bar down and put it in it when we put it together? Now I understand that when you see this thing sitting here, this isn't ride height. There's no motor weight on it. It will probably drop 3 more inches, and then I may put drop spindles in it to get it lower. I'm not really sure. That's part of the reason for the S10 chassis. That way I could buy parts for it. You can get tubular control arms, drop spindles. You can buy coilovers for it. Those kind of things. Don't know what I'll ever put in it. Can't see me putting that kind of money into it other than maybe a set of drop spindles. But, alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. We'll have another video up for you. I'll be back on this thing tomorrow night and start welding. And my rack and pinion should be in, so I'll be gathering stuff to start putting it in. Then when we get the front end done, that part of the body mounted, then we'll work back on the floors. Try to get floors in this thing. I got to cut a 9-inch Ford down, and I already have a video. If you guys are watching any of my old videos, you'll see me cut down a 9-inch Ford for my Bronco build that I need to get back on one day. I gotta cut one down for this, and debating on whether we're gonna put a 5-speed in this or an automatic. I have a 5-speed, but I had to come with a clutch, pressure plate, bell housing. 5-speed would be cool. I will say that 5-speed would be a lot cooler. All right, guys. God bless you. Good night. Later, guys. You want to see what we're doing? No. There's more to it than just hitting it.
Feet wet? No, I turned the scarf over. I'm smarter than that. I wasn't getting a wet ass.
The 4-wheel drive. What I don't have is a short bed 79 Dodge that's been lowered with a 440 that I can do donuts in.